Hi, welcome back. This is HRU Speaks, and this is going to be another journal highlight. So in these, I go back in my old journals and I pick out passages that could be relevant to today's energy. Okay, and so I've also posted on TikTok if you're interested in looking at those. It'll be a TikTok at HRU Speak. I actually posted 4 parts over there. Um, if not, come on in. If you're new, come on in and pull up your seat, get comfortable. If you're old, thanks for returning back. Okay. And so, without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get into it because I got quite a few here and I'm kind of behind on these. So I'm trying to catch up. So I did like a bunch and it's gonna be. I'm gonna do what I can. Okay. So so the first thing we got is somebody could be deciding that they're tired of trying to raise or mold a person into the person they want them to be. Um they're realizing that it could be a lost cause. Like if, this could be a person that's grown and it's like they feel like, I can't raise them. They ain't raised. I can't raise them. Okay. A Pisces and or an Asian man could be significant. Okay, and so the next the next thing we have is a dream. All right, someone could be coming up with new ideas. They could prove to be very lucrative. On the flip side, someone could be finding out that they're pregnant, and this could come as a shock for some. It could lead to them trying to figure out how. So if this is not the first part, like the first part is somebody, like I said, they could be getting ideas, downloads, and these ideas and downloads could prove to be lucrative. So, take heed, you might want to take heed to the stuff that you're getting because this could be, it could make you money. Okay. And then the other side is somebody could they could really be like pregnant and they could have not known. It's like somebody could have been they could have been pregnant for like months. Like let's just say somebody wasn't, being active, and the last time they had been active, it had been months ago, and maybe it was no changes in their body. They could have still been getting their misses and all that other stuff, and everything could have been running the same, and they couldn't really tell no difference. But they could be like months and months pregnant, or this is somebody it could have been a wild night and they could have not remembered, even doing this. So that could be a situation. And then another situation could be that someone could have like the protection they had could have been faulty. It could have popped, or it could have been, it could have already been rigged up and maybe somebody didn't tell them, they didn't tell them what happened. And then the last one is, somebody could have been, trying to do the pull out method, but you can still get pregnant through the clear stuff beforehand, right? So so that's not a foolproof method. I just want you to know that. So it could be one of those things. And like I say, if not, then this is just somebody getting like ideas and stuff that's coming to them that they should take heed to because it could be lucrative in the end. All right. And so the next one we have is somebody could be coming in telling the person that they still is. They could be trying to stake claim on a person and um they could be doing this because they know other people are looking at this person or other people are trying to holler at this person or they feel like somebody is. And they could be coming in just telling the person anything, just kind of BSing them, but they could be catfishing a person or this is like somebody coming in pretending to be somebody else and they are when they pretend to be somebody else and they are like a catfish, okay? And so they could be coming in landing on thick too. So either scenario they landed on thick with somebody either boo BSing or they this a catfish. Aries could be significant. So the next thing is a dream. Okay, so somebody could be scared that whatever they did to a person behind their back could come out, or a person is gonna tell it. For some, this person could have they could have they could have for some this person could have gifts and they could have been trying to discredit this person to save themselves. Others, they could have been dragging a person's name or character through the mud behind their backs but smiling in their face. They could now be nervous that this person could be around a certain person or people without them because they're afraid someone will bring whatever was said up or question this person about it, and the truth will come out. Some of the things that could have been some of the things could have caused people to start acting funny or disliking this person based off what this other person said, and they could have been clueless or confused on why. All right, for some, this could involve a person that this person was dealing with in the past. Um, this is somebody they turned down in the past, and or this is someone they could care less about or have no desire to be with in the present. So even if they was with them in the past, they don't really care about them now in the present. All right, others could have been jealous over some money a person was supposed to receive, the attention or love they get from others, and or a person's gift or purpose. Whole time the things that they was envious of, they also possessed themselves, but they wanted what this person had, maybe because it was on a different scale. And so what came to mind when I thought about that, somebody, like, let's just say somebody is mad about another person's purpose. Like, they could have their own special purpose, and their purpose could have been great or just equally as important. It just when this person's purpose, and maybe they hadn't took the time to figure out what theirs was, and they could have been, envious of somebody else's stuff, but they had a whole couple of their own. Like, they could possess like qualities of their own that they could have built off of, instead of being jealous about somebody else's, or worry about, somebody else's cup. If they had took the time to cultivate their cup, it would have been just as great. And then I also want to point out, like, what came to me was the story of David. Like, David had all these wives over here, but he wanted the poor man wife. Like, this man had one wife. David had thousands of wives, but he wanted the man who ain't have no, um, he only had one. He wanted to take the one. It's like somebody they could be in a better position than a person. They could have had more than a person, but they still was kind of spiteful and wanted what this person had because they didn't possess it. In VeggieTales, it's a little cartoon. In VeggieTales, it wasn't a wife, it was a rubber ducky. Like, this man could afford his own rubber ducky, but he wanted the poor baby rubber ducky, and but you forgot all about the stuff that you already have, the stuff that you possess, that you those things that you had, and that was your purpose. And then another thing is, sometimes people's purpose is to be supporting characters. And ain't nothing wrong with being a supporting character, because it's a lot of sidekicks, and they, just because they was the sidekick, they didn't make they job or they role less because they was the sidekick. If you get what I'm saying, like, Superman had Lois Lane. All right. Charlie had the angels had Charlie. Okay. Shrek had Donkey. Mulan had Mushu. All right. Simba had Timon and Pumbaa. Do you know Simba would have died in the jungle if it hadn't been for Timon and Pumbaa? But those were supporting characters, but their roles was great. Arthur had Merlin. All right. Sherlock Holmes had Dr. Watson. Winnie the Pooh had Piglet. All right, Aladdin had Genie, and Batman had Robin. And let's not forget, Batman also had Alfred. Alfred made the operation go around. Although he was the butler, Alfred played a major role. So my point is, just because your role is not in the forefront, that don't mean it's not as important. So, it doesn't mean that you won't make a just as much of impact as the main character, or whomever a person feels like is the main character. They don't mean that, just because they got a certain purpose or gift. They don't mean the other person gift is anything less. It just take them time to learn theirs and cultivate it. All right. And so, a sports car, a short man, a smoker, a store run, the countryside, a field, cleaning, not wanting a person or people to be cool with another, not delivering a person's message, a small party, a gathering, a karmic twin flame, a sister, a family member, a friend, a parking lot, being parked near or by the door, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, a Leo, a Virgo, February, March, and or August could be significant. All right, and so let's see. The next one is somebody could bad boys good boys ain't no fun, bad boys ain't no good. Like somebody could be dealing with a person that they know is not good for them, but it's exciting. It's exciting and they enjoying it, but they could know this person is not good for them, or this is like vice versa. But it's like it's fun, and the bedroom action could be booming, but and it could be calling them, but they know that this person outside of the bedroom action being good, they can know that this is the wrong person for a person, a Capricorn, a Libra, a Leo, an Aquarius, a Virgo, a Pisces, a Aries, and or muscles could be significant. All right. And so the next one is also a dream. Somebody should, make sure you lock your cars, make sure your things are secure. When you go out, your purses is put up because somebody could like have something being broken in and they could like have their money in there. Somebody could like steal a person's money and they could realize like somebody either stole their money, they broke in something and took all their money. Like it could be, somebody could like leave their money or something in a car, and somebody could break in that car and they could steal their money, and they could be all that they have. So a person should be leery and careful about leaving stuff in certain places. This even your purse. Like don't put make sure you keep your eye on your purse if you got your purse. I'm saying a car or somebody break it in, but this could be simple as somebody you're putting your purse down, or you're turning around, or you're trusting a person that you shouldn't, and then they're running off with your money. Okay. And so the next one we have is somebody could be missing a person. They could love seeing a person they could love seeing a person face, like they could be getting ready to travel to a person, or they traveling to a person right now, and or vice versa. Somebody is waiting on a person to come, and when they get there, they're gonna be in their t-shirt and panties. Okay. They're gonna be ready, hot and ready and waiting. Do you hear me? Okay. A Scorpio could be significant. All right. And so the next one is also a dream. All right. And so this one is someone could have sold some land or property from under a person to keep them from having or receiving it. On the flip, a person could purchase it to keep someone from having it, whether this be a person or they don't want to have it, or a family they don't want to have it. Okay, they could have purchased it and sold it for little or nothing. April, Easter, a niece or nieces, a mother, a father, a large piece of land, an old house, it could no longer be there, a fruit tree, a fence, a pool or a lake, a in-law, a sister, a rabbit, a Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and or a Sagittarius could be significant. Now, side note, in some cases, if this involves like an in-law or step parent, they could have been dealing with, or they was deciding to move on with another person when they decided to do this. However, this decision could return to bite them, whether spiritually, physically, or both. The relationship could not have worked out, They could be in trouble for not doing right by those assets and could be facing jail time. Um, they could be facing roadblocks, delays, hardships. Their conscience could be hunting them literally, and or they could be suffering from some type of illness. Whoever was due these assets will receive what's due to them plus more, or they will be blessed with far more than what was taken. Tenfold is significant. All right. And so the next one we got is somebody could be coming in, they could be proposing, or this is like a somebody that's married to a person and they intend on keeping they vows. They intend on making good on whatever they promised. If they promised they was gonna marry a person, they are. If they already married, they committed to they committed. They committed, okay? A Scorpio, a Aquarius, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Pisces, and or a Spanish man could be significant. All right, a, a pharmaceutical dealer, whether street or legal, okay, could possibly be a Asian man, could have a Capricorn pregnant. Either this Asian man has a lot of money, or him and this Capricorn are like jealous over each other. This could be a friends with benefits situation, could be a dancer who is coming up as vindictive and toxic. This could have happened in August, or this could be a Leo or a Virgo. This could be addicting, but the big D energy should run. Okay. A woman could have been excited by some type of spiritual wedding. This could possibly be like a Spanish person. They could have tried to switch somebody's karma, but it could have backfired, and this woman could currently be happy, but the male party in the situation could be a miss. Some could have went to jail, whether that's real or spiritual. They could have released some type of spiritual evil, particularly on this male party, and he may have participated because he was under the influence. He was under the influence and he wanted to cause some type of road blockages for another person. Um, and if this is not him catching something spiritually behind this could have resulted in somebody catching an STD. Age 30 to 39, January, November, a Audi, a Lamborghini, a sugar daddy, a red bone, a black man, a Capricorn, a Aquarius, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, and a Aries could be significant. Also, next month, Sunday or Wednesday could be significant. And keep in mind, I wrote this in May of 2024. So next month would be this month, which is June. Okay. Um, the next thing we have is somebody could be using some type of white magic or something to spy on a person this week. It could be significant, or this could involve someone's brother. The brother could be the one spying. They could be a hater openly, but secretly likes this person or what they do. They could do this while a person is not watching or they're on vacation. Thursday of next month could be significant. Once again, that could be June. All right. Um, Someone could be leaving a friends with benefits situation because they feel like a person is overreacting, or they're going to straighten out one that they left. Someone could be intuitive, possibly a air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but they're being described as a loosey goosey, or this is vice versa, and they feel like someone else is. Either this person has a nice shape, or they have a nose candy problem. I'm leaning towards the latter. This person could be going through a tower situation involving a karmic sugar daddy boyfriend. Friday, June, a Gemini and or a Cancer could be significant. All right, somebody could be having mixed feelings about a person, a best friend, a Libra, a Scorpio, October, Geo, Rolls Royce, a Ram, an Aries, or a Taurus could be significant. One of these people could want to be serious about the other, but the other person just want to have fun. They could have just wanted the bedroom action or the benefits of dealing with this person. This could be a same gender situation. Someone should remain clear from this situation, or remaining clear was all for their protection. Because these people want two different things, all right? Somebody could have been born between 70 and 79, and they could be sassy. Um, okay, so somebody coming up as a fake friend. They could be shooting their shot because they're interested. Monday, a Lexus, age 30 to 39, and a black man could be significant. Somebody may have to dodge this situation, or they will. All right, a person could be pretending to like an older person to get what they want. Could be money and a little, a little dome, okay? They could be saying that they was under the influence. Age 60 to 69 could be significant. They could be trying to apologize to another person. All right. Next, we have somebody could be watching to see if a person cheats, or this is a cheater watching someone. If someone is watching a cheater, it could possibly be a white man who could be into both genders, and they're we're gonna skip that part. This could be this could possibly be someone in a this could possibly be somebody a person travels with, but they're coming up as an enemy. If the cheater is watching another, they could have been pretending to like this person to get close. They could they could they could view the person that they're watching as a snitch, but they're realizing this person lives a rather boring life. On the flip side, this could be a person secretly interested in another and watching them to see how they move. A smoker, a black man, a biracial man, a mini coupe, a big daddy, a past person, and or mourning could be significant. All right. A person could want a new beginning after choosing another over someone. They could have possibly chosen X over a true love. This person could be a father, or this was done to a father. Someone could have been trying to make another person jealous and it backfired, or the person they chose realized they wasn't their type, or vice versa. Chocolate, Ford, a Buick, a sugar mama, a big mama, a white man, a water sign, a hermit, and or a Virgo could be significant. Someone could be popping up on someone Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday could be significant. They could come with an apology for some truths that they have been hiding. This person could be losing it all because they got caught up with a person's niece. The niece could be the person that they would rather be with. On the flip side, someone may want to confess everything to a person. They're worried if a person will be able to handle it, but they still want to put their pride to the side and risk it all for this person. Okay, a person coworkers could be hating on a person to stop them from receiving some money to a new supervisor. A parking lot could be significant, and someone could pop up. This person is hard on a person because they're jealous. All right, and so wait there. The next thing is somebody could be going through some type of ending, a relationship could be ending for a person, or some type of situation could be ending. Um Fall could be significant, or this could happen in the fall, or somebody if something is ending for a person, like somebody could be having like a fall from grace or something. A Aries could be significant. All right. So the next thing we have is the police or law could delay a little D energy, whether that's an extra roadblock or they block their social media. On the flip side, the block could have delayed them from doing something on social media. The male a male could be under the influence. They could be, they can be under the influence, and they can feel like a person is their favorite girl or guy, even if they're a low key hater. Okay, this person could be toxic and single. Tattoos this month, July, a Cancer and or a Leo could be significant. This person could also be into both genders. Another scenario is that a person is on social media. They going to the moon, if you get my drift, possibly off the hard stuff. All right. someone could, or this is somebody getting busted for the whole stuff. It could play out on social media. This person could try to offer up someone else to save themselves. This could be someone with tattoos, or someone is offering up a person with tattoos. Side note, somebody having someone else could be what's delaying another person from someone. Sunday, Slim Thick, a Land Rover, an Acura, a provider, a Libra Gemini, or Aquarius, um, a possible redhead who could be mirroring another redhead or pretending to be somebody else. A Ram, a Buick, a Oldsmobile, a Taurus, and or Aries could be significant. And somebody could have like a same gender stalker. Okay, this stalker could be into the same gender. They could be stalking the person. All right, the land. We're gonna skip that part too. All right. So the next the next scenario we got is someone could be taking a chance and paying another person to give a person a STD, or this is someone catching something spiritually for money. A person should run, don't walk. November, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, a Lincoln, May and or a May ritual, a Taurus, a Aries, and or a Chrysler could be significant. All right. Someone could be asking another person out. The person could be a karmic, possibly a black woman being described as evil and asking someone to stay. They could have done something evil over a innocent truth coming out concerning a best friend, possibly theirs, and it could have involved a car. December, a Sagittarius and or a Capricorn could be significant, but somebody should move on. Wednesday could be significant. All right. And so somebody could have fumbled a person. The next thing, somebody could have fumbled a person. They could have been caught up. They could have got caught up. They got caught up cheating, or this is vice versa. Somebody caught them up, and they could now be somebody could now be broke. They could be mad. Uh, um, somebody being short. A somebody got having long hair, and a Spanish woman could be significant. All right. And so the next one is somebody could possibly be having an affair with their friend, or one of these people could feel like a fool, and or they are very invested in this situation. One of these people could have dropped this situation or ghosted a person. They may not be answering a person's call, or vice versa. Someone found out this, and now this person left the situation. On the flip side, this could have been their friend. Someone could be in their head about a person, or they're wondering what's going on with them. Whoever this person is, they're willing to do what it takes for a person, and they want them to know that they're not going anywhere. They could be asking, if you want me like I want you. They could love being next to a person, kissing and hugging and making love, or this is what they want to do. Okay, somebody could be ending a sneaky link situation, or they already have. A person could have felt like another was there, was only there for the benefits or what they could get out of a person, and they or they tried. Someone could have took this action to protect themselves. I heard in more ways than one. Okay, at any rate, they may have made a good decision, and the Most High is pleased with them. Someone may be forced to confess some things to a person the next time they see them or interact with them, whether this is concerning their feelings for a person or something they did to a person. Could be both. Either way, somebody is about to man or woman up. Side note, someone could be confessing about another relationship, whether to their significant other or the one they was creeping with. All right. Someone could be missing out on some type of promotion because a boss or coworker has been lying on them. Dreads could be significant. This could also have been an employee of the month, or this is significant. Someone could be quitting a job. They could feel like the new job is better, or this could be concerning a side job a person does. They could be leaving because a company is broke. They could have been because of a thief. On the flip side, someone could be accusing a person of stealing, and they quit because of it, or they actually are. Another scenario is a coworker is trying to steal a position from a person, and they want them to quit. At any rate, that person or situation that a person has been wondering about, they need to follow their intuition because it's right. Someone could be pulling in an office could be pulled in an office because they're quitting a job and the job is trying to convince them to stay. They could even be saying the new job is going to be worse than the one they have now. They could be saying or feeling like this person is the glue that holds the job together. Either way, it's going to work out. Grades is significant. Someone's work ethic could suck when it comes to their own personal endeavors and hobbies. If they take it seriously, they could make some major money. All right. There could be someone watching a person work or works. Okay. This could work out. This person could like a person work, or this person looks good every time they see them, or vice versa. They feel this way about a person. A short man could be significant. All right, somebody could be looking for a side job, but they could do a pop-up drug test on a person. No worries, better opportunities will come. And on the flip side, this could be somebody getting a promotion that causes them to do a pop-up drug test. If this is you, you should clean it up. Okay. And so I think I'm gonna end this there. I got some more to do, but this video has gotten lengthy. We at like 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna do a part two. So like I said, visit TikTok and look at those at TikTok. And if not, like, comment, subscribe, and as usual, come on back because the next entry could be